Thank you. Representative Paulsen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a great testimony on an important topic, and I've had a chance, Mr. Chairman, actually to spend time on the floor of the operations of Ms. Miller at her company, and I can assure you that she is a leader in her industry and is playing a key role in Minnesota's economy in many, many ways. I just want to, well, I should mention too, you know, as the father of 4 daughters, it's great to see all of you here successfully today, but it's also awesome to know that women are rising to the top of their fields and they're breaking through these glass ceilings in a whole variety of different industries. These glass ceilings have stood in their way for a long period of time, and I guess my question is this, is that what can government do, or what can Congress, what should Congress be focusing on now that women are rising through the ranks, they are becoming successful in breaking these ceilings, and they're competing against what has been the status quo, you know, men in different fields, and how can we harness that opportunity, because it is an opportunity when women are being underrepresented in the area of manufacturing, as was pointed out, so that we can continue America's leadership and innovation and growth and invention and creating new things and making things, building stuff. I mean, what should our role be? Is it focusing on STEM education, knowing that that's where more high-skilled work is going to be going down the road? And what is that going to mean as the labor market shifts in the needs for high-skilled workers? Ms. McNally?
Darlene actually mentioned the importance of a quality skilled workforce and how you create transparency out of the education system. One opportunity that Congress has is the America Works Act, which would in fact prioritize federal funding in job training to programs of study that end in an industry-based credential, so that programs across the country, like the Right Skills Now program, could have the right federal resources in job training, and that job seekers could understand what length of training they needed, how long it was going to take, and what their employment opportunities could be at the back end. So we do think that legislation like America Works could in fact support closing our nation's skills gap.
Yeah, Ms. Miller, you've been, you know, again, involved in advocacy, professional development, sponsorship, as was mentioned earlier, but what else should we be focused on as a part of helping this effort?
Well, I think highlighting that, again, manufacturing stories and success stories, and really getting the word out there that manufacturing is here to stay, that we produce over 21% of all manufactured products in the world, and really getting that message out and highlighting companies and their successes. And then the other thing is to really provide the scholarships and the monies for training for STEM careers or for machining or for manufacturing in any mode, like we do for the 4-year colleges. You know, we do not contribute near as much or have the government funds available for people to go into those career paths as we do the 4-year degrees. And if that was equal, we would see more people in our industry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ms. Jelly?
So my background is finance and tax, and what I really think is you have to have a focus on a business-friendly environment. You have to stimulate the growth, make sure that the United States continues to be and improves upon its location as a great place to do business. I think, I don't know much about the people aspect and how to encourage, you know, job growth, particularly for females, but I do know that if you've got businesses here, I mean, in the energy industry, we've seen a renaissance over the last few years, and those energy products go downstream. They are the inputs for the manufacturing processes all along the way. And so if you continue to focus on making the U.S. a great place for Noble Energy GP and other companies like this, you make it a great place for the manufacturing industries to increase their own businesses here in the United States.
Yeah. Well, again, this has been great testimony, Mr. Chairman. I just note that, you know, my daughter, one of my 4 daughters, has an interest maybe in being a pediatrician someday and helping people, helping others, right? It's kind of in her nature. She wants to do that. And I said, well, maybe you should think about touring a medical device company, which we have a lot of in Minnesota, obviously, and then that would allow her to invent things, create things to help improve lives for lots of people rather than just on an individual patient basis. So I'm trying to generate those similar ideas and concepts with some of my young girls. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome. I've met